This game is rated T for ages 13 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, but you can call me KV. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man ZX Advent. In the last episode, we did a lot more side quests. We also got more quests, so we just got a lot going on here. But hey, we got some good stuff. We found shortcake. We got these nice chips that we can use. And also we have all these mission requests, so there they are. Oh, we got microtransmitter, yeah. Yep, so that's all good and dandy. Today, we're going to finally head off to one of the new stages that exists now that we have that green card key. And one of them is just, not there, but all the way, well, not all the way, but, you know, just around the corner here. Just, you know, if we were to go over here, and we're just like, hey, Tina, how's it going? Bye-bye. And we change into Atlas. We can destroy those blocks. And ta-da! We are now in sewage. Yep. It's time for the sewer stage. It really stinks down here. That's no ordinary sewage. Is it coming from inside? Us biomills don't really have a sense of smell. I'm kinda glad I'm not you right now. Thanks for being so compassionate. It smells like oil or something. It smells gonna get into my clothes. Let's hurry and check it out. And so welcome to the Biolab. Biolab is an interesting stage. We have the sewage water going on here, which doesn't hurt you. You can just go into it. It's perfectly safe. It just smells bad. We also have these annoying rat enemies that I despise. So we're going to switch to vents for a good chunk of this stage, because it's just nice to have the ability to slash them in half. I just don't like those enemies. Most shots can go over them anyway, so it is better to have a slashy type weapon at your disposal right now. And fun fact, though it should probably be obvious by this point, enemies have two different death animations. One for if they get destroyed by a shot, and one if they get destroyed by a slash. Neat little detail, didn't have to do that, but it's cool. Also, look, there's a little thing down here. We can totally go down there. Let's change it to our human form, our humanoid form, and... oh, right. Well, now it did get on her clothes. Sorry, Ash. Shush. Didn't want to actually become Shernak, so don't know why I did that. This is a pretty straightforward stage, all things considered, compared to some of the other stages we've done recently, or, you know, going to do side quests and all the other stages that we have visited before. So it's just a nice kind of relaxing pace. I like the music here too. It's pretty subdued, but it's a really good track. We've heard some of like the greatest in the game in my opinion already, but there's still a lot of good tracks that are no slouches either. And this is definitely one of them. If I was honestly to say, I think like probably one of the worst tracks in the game is Rush Trash Squash from the... and that's not worse as in it's the least good. There's no really worse tracks because none of them are bad. It's a really good soundtrack all over the place. That's why I've been showing the song title and the lead composer in the left-hand corner when we hear a new song, because I think that's just a really cool thing to know. Because there's a lot of composers at Inti creates that do some great music. The most one people are familiar with is definitely Ippo Yamada, who is the head of the sound team at Inti Creates, but I want to give some credit to the other fine folks that are doing some great work there too. Maybe they're not there anymore, I don't know. Maybe some of these are actually just Mega Man composers itself. The collaboration of how these games came to be is something very interesting. Now, we don't really need to hit any of these warp points, so don't worry about it. There's an easier thing we'll get by the end of the game. By the end of the stage. By the end of the game! That smell was coming from this industrial sewage. With this equipment, this is obviously not just a ruin. Let's go in and find out what this place really is. And so we will, Model A. And so we will. So this right here, this is like the garbage from the scrapyard stage. It just pulls you down. Not the worst thing in the world. Bit annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. We do have a lot of spots to use Queenie in the stage, so we're going to use them to open up some areas for us. We want to be careful because there is a specific area where we can get a upgrade, but we gotta make sure we do it carefully. Also, these guys will fall out of all these things, they'll hit the goop, and then they'll become goop monsters. You know, everyone's favorite thing in the world. So what we want to do is we want to do this to drain that. Hold up a second. Okay, yeah, we want to do that, and then we want to actually push this back. We can't push that back down. Wait, no, yeah, we can. What am I talking about? There's a way to push it back down. It's called any other form that's not Queenie. Stop that. So push that back down. And then we'll open this one. I went the wrong way again. So that'll get that in there, and that should raise the water level in here. We want that to happen. If we had left it in the other state, it would raise the water level, and then these would go up. Or rather, there's the thing, the BM upgrade. That's what we need. This is under here. Basically, by having that closed, we've set this water to be in a permanent, just kind of more water is getting in state as opposed to constantly going out. I'm trying to remember, what would happen if we did it the other way? If we had both of them open at the same time? Oh, I think it levels out right here. For some reason, I remember there's like it gets stuck and you can't get that upgrade without doing what we just did. But whatever. Our BM upgrades match our health now, so that's just dandy. Not these Invisa cannons again. Get out of here. Get out of here. No one likes you. Some people probably like you. I don't like you. Get that open. Now be careful with Queenie, partially because of that. But also, when you're trying to get out of things, you just need to hold up when you're jumping. That's how you get out of them when you're trying to carry them. Now we could go this way. It seems very dangerous and very dumb. Let's do it. Nope, let's not. I don't like that way. We're not gonna go that way. How about instead, we take a dive in the sewage water with Thetis. Because Thetis would hate the sewage water, because, you know, Thetis and nature and all that stuff. So, yeah, so these guys, once they get close to the ground, they get goop in them, and they become the goop mechanoid heads. Why? I don't know. Speaking of why I don't know, this thing! We can carry this with Queenie. What does it help with? I don't honestly know. It's just here. We can use it. We can take it with us. I'm going to because it's funny. I mean, it blocks that, I guess, which is helpful. But as for any like actual major use purpose, no, it's just here. It's just here. It's having a nice time. Oh, don't get hit because then you get out of the thing. No. Go away. There we go. It's gonna keep carrying. Get out of here. Get out of here. I am carrying my package. I don't know what it's for or where it's going, but I'm carrying it. Hey, did you not just hear what I said? You butts. Okay, fine. We'll get rid of this guy first. And then we carry the package. Congratulations, we brought it over here. I don't know what that helped with, but we did it. Launch our BM cage because we're running out. And that's all we need for that. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, thing. We carried you for a while. It was fun, I suppose. I have an idea of what we need to do with one of these, though. And that is pretty simple. I don't know, if you have to use just basic Ashe form for a while. We haven't done that in, honestly, the whole game. I don't know. Honestly, like, the cool thing about this game is I feel like you can keep going back to revisit it and do challenges. Like, do you want to do Ashe or Gray only mode? I mean, there's certain terrain that doesn't allow that, but definitely boss fights you can do that for sure. So what we want to do is take this, and then this one, right? Yes, that one. Because that way, you go into humanoid form, crawl down here, extra lives, which we kind of need because I've been very, not careful. Well, actually, you know, we can just, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Actually, we really don't need Queenie right there. So these can be destroyed with fire. They're not insta-death, thankfully, but they do cause quite a bit of damage, so be careful with that. Luckily, Bucky's here to always bail us out of some problem areas. And Helios is here, so we can, you know, be careful. The stage actually you want to continue on that way, but this is the other path. That if we had gone and not did what we did with Queenie, we would have gone this way. I'm gonna show it off because there won't be any point to coming back to this area after we're done here. And there we go. This is the same path. They all go to the same place. Helios gets hit a lot. I've just defaulted to call him Helios now as opposed to Alias, which is what they like to call him, but Helios just sounds better. So there you have that. We'll get Bucky back out, as I say, going the wrong direction on the wheel. Just so we can destroy these, because it's nice to destroy them. Now there's some bottomless pits here, so let's not fall in them this time, maybe? Don't know why they just put bottomless pits right there, randomly like that, but whatever. Weird flex, but okay. And that concludes the stage. It's one of the shorter stages in the game. And also, we don't need to hit that one. For reasons that will become apparent soonish. Because we have now our boss.
Look at all these huge mechanoloids.
They're all Dogu the Giants. You beat them in your base form without having to use Model A. I don't think those are going to be a problem. Unless they have upgrades or something. You never know.
Are you surprised? These soldiers were all born here.
I love it that thanks to improvements in technology, because in the classic series, like most of the 8-bit Mega Man games, all the bosses are relatively the same size as Mega Man. I like that future games got to embrace the fact of how big can we make the boss? As big as we want. And that's why I like this dude right here. He's a cool dude. I mean, because he's also ice type, which the coloring probably gave away. But, you know, whatever.
They're to be used one day by the Mega Man King.
Okay, so hold on. If Albert's plan was I have all this stuff to be used by the king, this either meant A, the game is rigged, none of the Mega Men are supposed to win, you know, it's supposed to be Albert who wins, which defeats the point of the game, or B, the only two good Mega Men out there are Ashe and Vents, or Gray and Ale, depending on which story you're playing. And so, all the rest of them, Atlas, Prometheus, Chernak, etc., they all want to use these to destroy stuff. Sure, why not?
Albert thought about all of this?
My name is Bifrost, Guardian of the Sleeping Soldiers.
But not Guardian of the Passageway to Asgard. That's a different Bifrost.
When the new world is born, they shall awaken and exterminate the old world inhabitants.
That doesn't sound good.
But for now, Mega Man Model A, I shall exterminate you.
Also, can we just talk about that this sewer system was directly under the Hunter's camp? Like, I heard there's some interviews that there's implications that when you go to a new area, there's actually like a bunch of miles between areas. But if we take it at face value, all the hunters are so eager for booty, the booty was right here. Look at all these machines that they could take and disassemble and use for parts.
I shall crush every last one of your bones with my jaws.
That sounds painful. Alright, Bifrost. He's an interesting boss. We gotta be careful with him, because he wants to do a chomp, and he can jump. His jumping will make shockwaves, which isn't good. He can make ice, which is also unfortunate. And if we let him stay chomping for too long, he'll eventually send out some missiles from his jaw. He can also send out wheels, because he's related to Wheel Gator from X2, I guess. Which makes sense, because Inti Staff did work on X2. So we're just gonna... We can just use Bucky here. Bucky is fantastic for this fight. Because Bucky can get rid of most of his attacks, we just have to worry about when he's jumping and stuff. And that's about it. We can even get rid of his wheels, which is fantastic. Oh, yep, there we go. Gotta be careful, that chop is dangerous. But we kind of need to bait him, otherwise, if his mouth is open, we can't hit him. But if we just are careful like that, bada bing. Also, that got us a medal. I don't know what we did to get that medal, but I'll take it.
Am I the one being exterminated?
Yes.
Is it you who shall bring about the new world, and not we?
Yes.
It is you, after all.
Thanks for that. That boss fight can be very dangerous because he takes up so much space. But really all it is just a game of zoning. All you gotta do is you need to go close to him and then move away from him to kind of keep him going back and forth. It's definitely not super difficult compared to some of the other bosses in the game. But it's definitely not super easy either. I have practiced, and I am still decently good at things, I suppose. Up ahead, I remember those. Those are the blocks we couldn't break no matter how hard we tried. We might be able to use Bifrost's jaws to do the trick. One of the attack buttons activates a spinning blade. Crocodile. 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 Sir Crocodile, one piece. And the other attack button fires Ice Fang. To fire the Ice Fang, hold down the other attack button. When you release it, you can bite and destroy things in your path. There are 2 hidden moves that Bifrost can perform that aren't shown on the profile screen. One is the Stamp Squash, and the other is the Tail Assault. They take skill to master, but when you do, you can go on a rampage. So Bifrost. The nice thing about Frosty here is that we finally can get rid of these obstacles. That is the major appeal of Frosty. Otherwise, he is big, he is bulky, he is slow. This is an attack, believe it or not. So is just jumping. Bifrost is a very cool ability that I wish there are more stages that could really take advantage of. Which is why I really want there to be another ZX game. Because I feel this game has a lot of cool ideas. And they're all great, and it's still one of my favorites. But you could definitely see there is more cool ideas to be had here. Just with this boss alone for what it can do. Here's your main attack with the wheel. There's no charge for it. Here's this. This does the ice shots. The ice shots do take up the M meter. The M meter. But mainly we just want to press the button to do a chomp, because that gets rid of these blocks. And this opens up a lot of exploration opportunities for us. Frosty's other problem. He can't go through doors. He's too big. I don't know how he got down here, but he can't go through doors. So, you know, sucks to be him, I guess. Well, looks like that's a teleporter back. So let us go in there. That's strange. This transfer seems dead. Currently in standby mode. Insert initialization key to resume. Initialization key? There's nothing you can do without that key. Let's come back here another time. So, okay then. I guess we'll just leave it at that. And here we go. Here is our transfer. We'll get some EC for doing the stage. Now we could do data management and all that, but guess what? Right over here, there's a fourth part to the stage. It's not part of the main stage, actually. So we'll activate the warp point here, and that'll be the easiest way to get back, because there's not really much else we need in the stage itself. With that all said, we're going to head back to Hunter's Camp. We could do some stuff in the Biolab 4. However, there's some quests we don't have activated yet that will be more beneficial to going back there. So, let's transport back to Hunter Camp. And now we have the big chompies. Yay, the big chompies. We have a little more time this episode, so what we're going to do actually is we're going to head over to the Arctic Ice Flow so we can get one more upgrade and just have it to be nice. We got a BM upgrade today, so let's go get another one from another ice stage. There is some more stuff we need to get at the Arctic Ice Flow as well, but we can do that later. Let's just go get the main thing I want to get from there. We'll just go, and let's go in. We want to go specifically to Arctic Ice Flow 2. So, I will see you all there when we get there. But hey, remember we have those ice boots now? No more slip and slide. Heck yeah. So we're here at Ice Flow 2. We do need to still do this, and we need to go take on this boss again. But now we can just be a total troll to this mini-boss right here. That. Get this out, and there we go. Then let's go to Atlas. Oh, mini bosses. Once you have certain abilities, they just become super hilariously pathetic. The thing we want here is going to be up this way, so let's keep going this way. There is more stuff we can get in this area, but I just want to get one thing right now, since we had some time. Oh, right, we can't go that way. Never mind, my bad, my bad. Okay, this way. This is the way I meant. Okay, we'll just take care of you there, sir. Goodbye. All those out of the way. Hello. Yeah, but EC, that's fine. And then, let's get over to Rosie. We weren't here with Rosie. This is the second major stage we took on. So with Rosie, well, you saw what we need to get. It's right up there. We'll get it. It's not that hard to get. So let's try it one more time. Let's have me not be stupid. I mean, we could have get it with Queenie now too, by all means, but still. Okay. Well, you know what? We can get it with Queenie, so... Sorry, Rosie. I wanted to do it the intended way, but I decided to do it this way instead. Hey you? Hey you? Stop it. And now we can start filling up that sub-tank. Hooray! Now, I'm going to head back to Hunter's Camp, but there's no need for you to follow me back there because this is the end of the episode. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to recommend that if you haven't already, make this a warp point. You'll thank me later. So, with that all said, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Mega Man ZX Advents. If you liked this video, please consider hitting that like button below, and if you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. Chompy! Don't have to if you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. If you like what you see as far as the game goes, Mega Man ZX Advent is originally available on the Nintendo DS. A bit hard to come by these days. But the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection is a nice alternative. And it's available on all current consoles, where you can get not only this great game, but the first ZX, the 4 Mega Man Zeros. And hey, if people buy it, maybe Capcom will know that people want more Mega Man games, and maybe they'll even want even more Inti-Crate Mega Man games, and Bifrost can't go through the door. Of course, Inti-Crates has their own wonderful games out there as well. Go pick up Lumis Avenger X2, their most recent game, and have fun with that, because that's going to be a fun time as well. Most importantly, though, and sincerely, please have a wonderfully great day. I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao!
E-Trend!